I'd like to make something clear. I don't do this little jagaboo or whatever every morning because I am convinced of my beauty or my value of wisdom. Um, I I will tell you, I get sick and tired of people trying to inform me or educate me or save me for that matter. I don't want to do that for you. I'm not trying to tell you that what I'm sharing with you is astronomically important and you must get it today. I'm telling you that there are shortcuts, and maybe they're not shortcuts. You know what I mean? Maybe they are the way things are supposed to be, but we've gotten lost because religion and politics and commerce has convinced us that we become more mature looking when we're suffering. So I've noticed that that occurs whenever we start thinking. So if you go backwards from thinking, what you have is feeling and reasoning. Reasoning coming from our soul, or if you're an atheist, from your conscience, and feeling coming from your emotions. And if you get your feeling and your reasoning to start working together, then when you arrive at your brain, you realize you're not arriving at your brain to get input or conclusions, but rather to renew that brain because it is stuck in such mud, cultural mud, family mud, religious mud that has been thrown up there to make everything seem to be coagulated, but actually it's just sticky. It's just sticky. That's all. So when I get up to my brain after I've spent time with my emotions and my soul, I get up to my brain. I walk around and I ask two big questions. How did that get there? And do I want to keep it? I tell you, if you're not doing that every day, that could be a dramatic difference in your life. If you're assuming that you're going to arrive in your brain and you're going to find quality instead of just quantity, then you probably have a problem. How did that get there? Do I want to keep it? Because if you don't want to keep it, then your heart and your soul that have gotten together through therapy and come up with a great treaty of understanding can get up there and change that around and can dispel bad ideas and can renew the mind. I think we're in great shape in this planet considering that most people just work off their mind and body, which is an animalistic way of living. Considering that, you know what I mean? Considering the fact that most people are going to their brain and then going right to their body, I think it's remarkable that we're not seeing more people killed. I think it's unbelievable that we're not seeing more offenses because it's just a quagmire up in our brain that's been placed there by people giving us way too much information and tainting it with their opinion, hoping that we would take on their opinion. And since we were eating at their table, or since we were going to their church, or since we were attending their school, we almost felt compelled by gratitude to imitate their thinking. How did this get up here? Do I want to keep it? See, that's the power of what we're talking about here. And maybe even it's not even a power. It's just a simplicity. You may listen to these and go, oh, look at the way he's wearing a hat. I don't know what you do. But if you're listening to them like I'm sharing them, which is, how can we get out of this looking a little bit sharper and a little bit wiser? then I think we have become common souls.